Oh my god, I just hit the record button!
Yes, I just did too. Actually, I tried to hit it like 20 seconds ago, but for some reason it wasn't working, so...
This is gonna have to work.
That was a very important moment. I took a nice deep breath and I was like, okay, Gene.
Oh, Gene, you should have recorded
Something you
it.
haven't done in a very long time.
This is my never-ending faith and audacity.
Yeah. Well, I'll get there eventually. I'll upgrade one day.
I never have lost faith.
Never lose faith in Audacity.
I've always known my way.
But
maybe I should get it back someday.
But we have lost faith in Skype.
Yeah, I see
Which
that.
is why we're on Discord now.
Yeah, I guess I'm uninstalling that soon.
It's a good idea. Save some RAM.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Your computer probably needs it.
Actually, I made sure that I went to Task Manager and then I closed the Skype program.
That's good.
Wow.
Because I was like, I don't want any mistakes with this recording, so let's make sure everything is closed.
Making sure Skype is off is like it's like turning the car off when you're not using it.
Yeah, that's true. Wasting the gas. Don't need to do that.
I thought everyone turns their car off when they're not using it.
So in America, what you can do though is you can actually, a lot of people leave their car running if they're pulling up to a
idling at a gas station.
Really?
Yeah, to go inside to get food. Just straight up with the keys in the ignition.
What if
like at Dunkin', if they know they're going to be really quick.
To finish your sentence, if someone steals the car, it is stolen. That's what happens, Garn. That is what happens. That is what stealing a car is.
I don't know. Usually if I do that, I'm always peeking out the window, just making sure.
Are you Americans so fucking lazy that you cannot physically turn the ignition off, take the keys out, go get your shit, then put the ignition back in, and then turn the ignition again?
I mean,
hey,
the Slim Jims. Okay, you don't understand because you don't have Slim Jims, but there's Slim Jims in the gas station, and you need them now. And you gotta save time because you saw some fat trucker walk in before you, and you need the Slim Jims. They're important.
Oh, man.
It's just, especially if it's crowded, the gas station that you're at. It's like, oh, screw it. I'm just gonna park in the fire lane.
Then you just leave your doors open too.
No, I'm in that fire lane. I'm breaking the law. It's an emergency. I need my Arizona iced tea. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
I need my $1 brisk is what I always get.
Yeah, 99-cent Arizona iced tea. Any flavor.
Arizona iced teas taste so awful.
Arnold Palmer, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Arnold Palmer.
This song's for you, Arnold.
Oh my god, it feels weird. It feels weird to be back. It feels weird to hear your voices again.
Yeah,
guys.
dude, my heart's going absolutely doki all over the place.
Doki doki, oh my god. I know, I remember what doki doki means.
I do too.
Yeah. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. I'd like to welcome all of you, and especially you guys listening, to Anime no Yume, which is our new podcast. So we're here doing today.
This is episode 0. We're just here to introduce ourselves, basically. We're not going to be the only hosts, but we thought it was only fitting that it would be the three of us who kicks things off. So shall we just introduce us? Oh my god, introduce ourselves. What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude, this is a new YouTube channel, man. I mean, we may be the owners, but these hosts are very different if people don't know who we are yet.
Yeah.
So why don't you take us off here, Garnt, or Giguk, as you said right now.
So my name's Garnt. Hashtag Giguk. Not really. I meant to say, actually it's Giguk.
Gig UK.
Never Gig UK. I am an anime reviewer, if such a thing exists anymore. I'm not really a reviewer
anymore. Yeah,
I have not reviewed anything. I put review in inverted commas. I'm more like an anime commentator now. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Giguk. It's known as the Anime Zone, but I haven't actually used that name in a while. So just call me Giguk from that anime channel that has sarcastic comments about anime. And
his name is spelled like Grant, but it's just you invert the A and the R and it's Garnt.
Exactly. And so I'll take it over to you, Holden.
Yeah, so my name's Holden. I run a channel called Holden Reviews, or whatever it's called now at this point in time, where I used to do reviews, and I still do them a lot, but I'm going to do some other stuff as well. And we've been doing this I've known these guys for probably 5 years at this point or so.
I think it's been longer than that.
We decided on doing this, and I'm really glad to be back. I've really missed it. I'm the guy that you'll most likely see in the comment section replying to any outlandish, requests or questions that are maybe out there.
If you want Holden to see your comment, just literally put Holden in the comments.
Holden, because that's what gets Control F usually.
And he will see it.
And he will see it.
Control F, HOLDEN, that's what I do.
Yeah.
And he will definitely respond to anything you have to say, as he always does.
I've lived in Japan. I know a bit of Japanese, so if you want to converse in Nihongo, be my guest. But to hand it over to Jean, why don't you introduce yourself?
All right. Hi, guys. It's Jean from Anime Appraisal. I am doing anime reviews along with possibly talking about seasonal anime. I am starting a segment in the future called Anime Binge, and which is something I guess you guys will find out about. And I will have maybe once in a while I'll have a little anime talk about certain topics that I just want to vent about. And also, I'm sure you guys know that I am also the ex-host of Podtaku, as the rest of these guys are.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we were all ex-hosts of Podtaku.
to address the elephant in the room, which I'm sure a lot of our viewers are here for.
Holy shit, that fucking elephant's big!
Yeah.
Get down!
So yes, we all know that we were a member of a podcast called Podtaku back in the day.
Yes.
All of it's been disbanded now, and all of the members have gone their separate ways. I mean, honestly, even me and Holden haven't been able to talk.
We haven't really even talked. We talked to Gene for the first time in months, actually just yesterday, to plan the recording that we're doing right now, actually.
Exactly.
Right.
So we've been pretty out of touch with everyone.
Yep.
And this is kind of like us just getting back into the groove of it, starting something new.
Exactly. Some members we're in contact with, some members aren't. I'm sure some members might appear on this podcast again. Who knows? We haven't planned that far ahead yet, but we just wanted to set the ground rule that, this is a separate thing to Podtaku. This isn't Podtaku 2.0. This isn't Pod Talk 2.
Oh man, my grandma's name, dude. That's it.
Yes.
Pod Talk 2. Yeah, rest in peace, Pod Talk 2. You never made it off the ground.
We're not trying to make any version 2.0s. We're trying to just do something
this is,
different.
Anime no Yume, which is any for short, ANY, or Dreamin' of Anime, if you want to call it by its slave name. That would work too.
Yes. But this is just a place for us to fill a void in our lives that, Podtaku kind of left, which was just talking and shooting shits about anime with a group of friends. And that's what we want this to be about. So we're not going to pretend it never existed, because it was a massive part of our lives, and I'm sure we all feel the same way. But
yes,
but everyone moves on, and everyone has moved on from then. So, this could be the start of a new adventure. So,
yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Podtaku was a wonderful beginning, and
this is kind of just the natural progression.
Any or Anime no Yume or Dreaming of Anime could just be exactly what Holden said. It could be a progression or something more. It opens up another door for new opportunities.
Yeah, it's the podcast for anyone, you could say.
Exactly.
And it has more things to offer. As far as I think it does. I think, Holden, you would know more about that than I would.
Maybe. The biggest difference is that we want to actually have much more community-focused kind of environment and community with Anime no Yume. So right from the get-go, we have right now a testing environment on Discord, which is, if you don't know what Discord is, it's very similar to Skype. If you don't know what Skype is, it's kind of like a party line from the 1990s, just a little different. What it basically does is that we're going to have an invitation in the just comment section below. the description in this case. And in the description, we are going to have a link which will take you to it. And what you can do is you can join our server. And in the server, you have to maybe wait 10 minutes, have a verified account. Very standard things that Discord wants from us. And then the other thing is just, if you type 6 messages, you get a role of beta tester. You can join voice chat, talk to us, any of the other fans as well. I know I'll be there for sure, and as well as these guys will be there whenever they can. And so, with that kind of going on, we're hoping to actually have a lot more community interaction outside of just, obligatory comments that, are kind of pen pals, because even if you talk to someone in comments, it's like you have 13 hours and then you just sit there and you're just like, I wonder if they're going to respond. And then 13 hours later, you see the bell with the icon. You're like, hell yeah. And then it's just lol. And I'm like, that would have been really cool if it was, that would have been really nice if it was like live.
We don't have to wait for those don't wait for the first comments.
And it's just and it's just Holden's disembodied face going, thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. Right on, man.
Thanks for the comment, dude. I reply to every comment.
But yeah, if you want the exclusive beta tester role on the Discord, join now. Start talking to us, and I hope to see you guys there. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Run polls and various other things like a focus group. But right now we're just testing it because it's a very exciting development that I think is a program that has a lot of big things. That's actually what we're recording on right now in the recording room. So if you ever see us in the recording room, odds are we might be doing something that we're doing right now, which is making another episode.
I wish what you could do is just record your screen and be like, all right, guys, let me give you a tour of the Discord. Here's the recording room.
You know what? That's not a bad idea for it. I'll have that for a future idea. I can just screen cap it or something.
Here's just
I'll have a tutorial on how to
version.
join if it becomes that much of an issue in the comment section.
You should just do it anyway, but it's cool because you'll just see us talking.
It'll be like whenever we had to teach you how to use Google Plus, Gene.
It'd be like when we had to teach Gene how to use Google Plus.
Or whenever we tried to teach her how to use OBS, and we were just like, fuck it. Whatever, we'll do it for you.
No, let's make it simpler.
Guys, I've been trying to figure this out for 3 hours, and I'm like, hold on, Gene.
Let me just download OBS.
Oh, I literally just figured it out. Okay, that's all good.
That was a good
No,
time.
but the beauty of it is Discord seems like it's a lot easier than Google Plus or anything else, because still I don't even have the program on my computer. I'm just opening up Chrome.
Yes, another thing is that, you guys can run it through your browser, through your phone. You don't actually need to download the application to run it, which is a very good point.
So you don't have to be dedicated. Really, the only thing you would have to do is provide an email.
Yeah, you just have an email and have a verified account,
and that's it.
Yeah. And then
it's so easy.
I should probably mention that we are not being sponsored by Discord.
But
yes.
if One would like
Disclaimer.
to sponsor us, One and his compatriots at Discord, we are always willing to accept any kind of help that we can get, because it's
we suck your dick already, Discord.
It's a pretty good idea going on here. Not threatening you, but
give us money to suck your dick, but we'll continue sucking your dick anyway.
Curse starts throwing me the money, or TeamSpeak, maybe
we're giving you free advertisement.
Xbox Live Party, maybe Microsoft.
Hook us up, Discord.
Sony PlayStation Home, hook us up. Me Plaza,
Something.
Nintendo, Me Plaza. Yo, you wanna help a brother out?
So
No, but it is it's a great idea to do it, because for people that just want to see what it's about, but you guys aren't sure if you would want to be dedicated into being it so often, or because of your schedule the way it is, you just won't be able to have the interaction that you would like to. You can always just test it, just opening up your browser. So that would make it a lot easier, so you don't have to commit right away. But you probably would want to.
We just want a few people, because we're not going to pimp out this podcast until we start getting things rolling. So we're just looking for a few people to help test things out before we properly launch it.
You want the beta tester role, though. It's like Noir Widowmaker skin, or like Black Alistair or King Rammus. Think about that. Don't you want that shit? I want it.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's just because we want this podcast is for anyone. So we need more people, more interaction to actually get it started and get the ball rolling, to get hopefully a bigger surrounding or bigger community that just wants to be able to socialize a little bit more. Especially just because I feel like the anime community has grown so much, especially since let's
just talk about what's happened since you've been gone, right? So you've been gone for about almost 2 years now. What'd you say?
3 years.
Okay. So do you want to explain to the viewers what happened to you? Because for those of you who don't know, Jean kind of just disappeared from the internet. And by what I mean by disappear, she didn't just decide to just log off and just focus. She actively did not go on a computer for fucking 2 years or something.
Let me tell you this. There was so much dust in it. One time I turned it on, and I smelt like a fire starting.
Holy
and I was
shit.
like, oh my God, I think my computer is overheating. I turned it off. I bring it to my brother. I'm like, Jim, you gotta help me out. Something's going on with my computer. My brother dusted my whole computer. He was like, Gene, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Caked in dust. He's like, you have to clean that once a month. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not using it. He's like, well, it shows. And I'm like, wow, that's bad. I never thought in my life I would see my computer collect dust.
Yeah.
I've always been somebody who has interacted on the internet in some way or another.
And that's how winter starts, guys. That's where snow comes from. It's Gene's computer.
Yes. We get the dust bunnies too. It's like I have a dust bunny breeding ground inside the tower of my PC.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. I can
But
imagine.
I mean, soon this computer will retire and I will get a brand new baby and I will be so happy.
Hopefully.
But basically, I mean, I guess I'll start off. I mean, everybody knew that I went on hiatus for a while because I had a really big lifestyle change happen in my life. Basically I moved and then I moved to a place where I couldn't really focus on my hobby. So I kind of had to put it, in the back of my head. I had to put it in the back seat. And then over time I just kind of was adjusting to my new life because I am like an older person now. I'm not like 21 years old anymore. When I started this, I have more responsibility. I have bills. I have things that I have to do, obligations, and just real life kind of kicked in. And then, I don't know. That's basically it. It's just, I felt like I had to just live life for a while because I met someone else and I started dating them, and I just felt like anime wasn't something that I could put as my priority again, because I felt like after a while, since I was out of the computer world altogether, just like it was like
The computer
you know
world.
what it kind of feels like? It's like I wake up and I find that helmet on me from like Sword Art Online, and it's like, wow, I was totally out of it. Like,
I don't know.
just
Sword
like a
Art
normal person.
Sword Art Online is still a pretty big meme here in the anime community.
Yeah, and that's the
some
thing.
things never change.
But that's the thing. It's like, I felt like after a while, I was just so out of what was going on, so I didn't have the motivation to get back into it because I felt like I just, like, I feel like I forgot, like, most Japanese words. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, relearn them.
Here's what's weird, right? Most people don't actually know Japanese who watch anime.
But I felt like I've known so much more, like just the simple, like, jokes that would be passed around in the community. Like, I wouldn't be able to get them because I wasn't actively watching anime. So I felt like a disconnect from it.
You think the anime community, you think of us too highly, really. I think that your ability to...
I love it!
I think that you don't understand that the anime community's linguistic skills aren't even, like, that impressive with English, let alone Japanese. And so I don't think we're ready to just be bilingual yet, as far as the English-speaking anime community, which is the pretty big one.
Yeah, but it's like I even forgot what, like, kohai meant. Like, that's something that I would just know what to say, like, automatically, and it's like...
I think you knew what kohai meant. You didn't know what kohai was. Like, you knew what senpai was.
Well, that's what it was. Yeah,
I mean, like, if it's like kohai, you'd know what it is.
Wait. When we told you the name,
I was going to say,
no
we'll
Yume.
cut to the clip right now of the time capsule clip really quick. Let me cut to that.
You guys have ideas of a name, or...
Yeah.
Have you decided yet?
One of them was... The idea of calling it was Anime no Yume.
Anime no Yume.
Yume. Y-U-M-E.
A dream.
Yeah.
Dream of anime.
Yeah.
Holy shit, she fucking knew that.
I remembered it!
Yeah. And
I'm so proud of myself.
for short, it was...
Holy shit.
For short...
Damn! I still got that weeb in me!
For short, it would be Any. A-N-Y. Anime no Yume. Any.
Yeah, time capsule.
And see, look at that. You knew what that was even whenever we gave it to you completely blind out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, it's dreaming of anime. And I'm like,
I know, but it took me a couple seconds to process.
Yeah, I'm sure a bunch of people fucking will watch this up to whatever episode we're doing, present day, and they'll still probably not know what the title of this podcast means.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like
It'd
the
be like,
J&J
what the fuck?
Taku. What did it really mean? It was Japan. People didn't know for years.
Japan.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same
Taku.
thing here. It's like what does the Yume stand
What does
for?
Yume? Is that
It's just like-
ocean? It's ocean. It's ocean, isn't it?
Well, because at first I thought when you first told me about it, I thought you said anime no ume, and it doesn't that mean like horse or something? And I'm like,
I think it means
and then you're like,
horse.
oh, ANY for
Horse?
short,
No,
and I'm like,
yeah,
Yume.
Yeah, Yume, Yume.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, Anime no Yume is like such a Holden name.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I can just,
Yeah.
I just imagine in my mind, like, Holden just like in his Hawaiian shirt standing on the beach or something, and it's just like, he gets it. It's like,
Dream of
Anime
anime.
no Yume.
No, it's like
And it's
Holden
just-
looking into the ocean, sunset.
and it's, no, it's just Holden turning and looking at the camera and just going,
Anime no Yume.
I mean, I still
Yeah.
have a lot of hurdles to get over. Like, for instance,
No,
the
he does
Facebook's
say
been
that.
taken and the Twitter's been taken. But someone else has had this idea, but it wasn't
Damn
me,
it.
so it doesn't really matter.
Well, it looks like Japanese is as popular, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, we'll worry about some other thing. It was actually, I think it was a Spanish group, actually. And the other person only has like 10 posts. We'll worry about the official social media later. We'll do like the kind of Gigic AZ kind of deal where it's not really the name of the podcast, but it's close enough.
We'll have something close enough.
Anime no Yume real.
Yeah. You'll figure it out eventually. You guys will find out.
Dude, how lit would it be if we got verified on the account?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just fucking verify this
Just
shit
verify
right
it,
now.
dude. Oh, that'd be so fun.
But yeah, so I gotta ask you, what was like the last anime you actually watched? Now,
Yeah,
that
what
we're
was,
starting another anime podcast?
Whenever you left the community, what was like to give the rest of the community an idea? What was like a
my
currently
God.
airing anime that you remember?
Barakamon.
Barakamon.
Holy shit,
while.
that's 2000.
Barakamon was like
2014.
Yeah, that was summer of
2014.
2014.
Okay, so you've missed a lot.
Yeah.
Like a
I
lot
know,
has
I
happened
know.
in the anime community. So
I just did a time skip, basically.
That's what
Yeah,
this episode is. I think we could even call the episode
Yes.
that if we wanted to.
Anime no Yume. Episode 0, the time
The
skip.
time skip.
the
Here we
time
are,
skip.
guys, after the first stage has ended. Here's the new stage.
Yeah, this is part 2. But
Yes.
yeah, just to off the top of my head, what has happened? Oh, so off the top of my head, so Crunchyroll and Funimation are no longer rivals. They've actually partnered up.
That was the best news that could ever happen. And I remember as soon as I put out my video that I was coming back, that I called the Gene Requiem. What happened? I heard about that the next day and I was like, it was meant to be. I was meant to come back because that is the best thing that could ever happen. And I am so happy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That just helps out so much. It makes things so much easier and it will probably bring people in easier and people will be able to interact easier. And it's just nice because it feels like we're getting special treatment because we're such good fans.
Yeah.
And it just makes me happy.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, what I imagined, in my head, what I imagined was it was just like that Shonen arc where the two rivals set aside their differences and team up with something to take on the bigger evil, which in this case is probably fucking Kiss Anime or something like that, and I think
probably
it's like now that they have united to have a stronger power.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you can't fight dominate a world that's been destroyed, and so they set aside their differences so that they can rule the world.
Yep. Now they got two companies, two sets of ideas, and they're both doing two different things and bringing it together to make it better for people that would rather watch things subbed or who would like to watch things dubbed.
It was pretty wild, man. I mean, I watched, as of recording this, I actually watched another half of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood on Crunchyroll dubbed. And that was a pretty wild experience, man.
That is amazing.
Yeah, because what happened was Funimation lost the rights a while ago. And it's crazy that it just went into the hands of just Crunchyroll. And I think that's it's really interesting kind of where we're going to see in the future, considering when we started kind of YouTube and stuff, none of this really existed at all.
Yeah.
And so to see companies like Daisuke come up and everything is very exciting.
Yeah.
Especially as a consumer.
But do you still have with them like teaming up together? Is there still sort of the issue of kind of like rehearing the same voice actors? Because that was one thing I was kind of wondering about. Like, since they're working together, do you think they have like more associates to like put more into?
Crunchyroll exclusively does simulcasts pretty much still, and Funimation will still focus a lot on dubs and broadcast dubs. So
I feel like it would be cool if they could try to do that now that they've like gotten together. Like maybe try to bring new voices, new faces into it.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
maybe.
I mean, people will get old
Yeah.
and their vocal cords will just hit the floor. And
I mean, like we all miss like Steve Bloom and Crispin Freeman because where the fuck have they been?
Oh
in
yeah.
anime?
Oh my Sosuke. I miss my Sosuke.
yeah, they don't really do anything
Sakura.
anymore.
Speaking of Sosuke Sakura, so while
I remember I lived in Japan during this. What happened was during a festival for, I believe at the time it was either Kodansha or Kodakawa. It was one of the K publishers. They had a thing for Full Metal Panic, and I remember I went to it. It was in Akihabara. I lived out in Chiba, for anyone who's wondering.
Really?
And so I took the Sopusen over from, I lived in Funabashi, if anyone knows where that is. I took it went to Funabashi, went to the Electric City, the Denkimachi, which is Akihabara, and went down and got my free bag of Full Metal Panic Season 3, because they announced it that day when I was there.
you didn't know about this, did you, Gene?
Wait.
Yeah.
It's actually been announced. It's full season next year.
They were releasing more information about it today, even 2017.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is like Genie overload. Like, Genie cannot commute. Compute.
I can't
I'm
drive
hearing
to work.
too much.
I can't drive to work. I gotta take the train.
I can't even compute because
I gotta work from home.
I can't go to work. Genie
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Genie cannot
I
commute.
love Full Metal Panic so much. Yes, I cannot
can't
commute. Literally, because I can't even say it.
Yeah, but so that was pretty cool. That was living in Japan for that kind of stuff was probably like the highlight of it. Like I went to like a Shirobako Fall Festival and stuff, but like being there for that, because I saw it on Twitter was what I saw, because someone was streaming it, right, or whatever. And I saw the stream of it and I saw the pictures and they're like, yeah, it's down in Akihabara, it's at this building. And I was like, oh hell yeah. I got my card. I went down to the station and I just went over 40 minutes or so, and I just went to Akihabara, went there, they're handing out bags and stuff. Okay, so real talk on the low key, here's what really happened.
Okay.
I saw they were done handing out bags. I was late.
Yeah.
So there was a bag that was set down against the wall and I took it. I just acted like I owned the thing. I was like, yeah, big deal. I'm a 6'2" guy.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to me?
Like, what if you're gonna try to talk to me? I'm gonna just be like, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" Like, and then we'll see how far you get. And whenever you got to speak my tongue, God's language, English.
God, that's probably so criminal over there.
It was no. I mean, you can get away with anything in Japan because I remember, like, for instance, in Japan, you have to be 20 is the drinking age in Japan, and so whatever happens is that you whenever you normally present an ID or sometimes, and you'd press hi on a prompt, like basically a checkout scanner thing that asks you if you're 20, and the cashier points to it and says, touch this thing to agree with it. And I was never asked to show my card ever, my passport or anything. They looked at me and they were
probably
like,
assume that you're like some 30-year-old dude because you're so tall.
They were like, this dude is like actually hunching over to avoid putting holes in our ceiling. Whatever. Yeah. Take this nomimono, take that drink.
20.
Yeah.
And then just boom. I was like, I got the Osake, my boys. Yeah. And then I was just, then also one of the fun facts about Japan, there's no actual public drinking restrictions as there are in America. So you can actually just,
I don't
blatantly drink alcohol in the roads.
I don't get that because it's just like you can drink out of a fucking plastic, not plastic, a fucking paper bag. Yeah. And everyone knows what you're doing, but you can still do it. But it's just like, it's still against the law to drink in public.
It's the dumbest thing, yeah. Because everybody knows what's under that paper bag. Like,
Yeah.
Who cares? It's whatever. But in Japan, that's so cool. I didn't know that was like possible.
Yeah, it's
You
really
must have
weird.
learned
Just,
so much being over there.
Yeah, I'm sure that you guys are going to get really tired of all my anecdotes about my time in the glorious Nippon.
It's giving me culture shock.
Something else has happened is, of course, me and Holden met again in person.
Yeah,
Well,
we did. We
twice
went to
this
Anime
year.
Expo.
Went to Anime.
Oh my god, we did actually.
Yeah, we went to Anime Expo.
Central as well.
Yeah, which hopefully you can join us again this year, G, because we're probably going to be going again.
Anime
but
Expo is my next dream. I would
Yeah.
love to go there.
It was
Dreaming.
the most...
Anime Expo no Yume.
There you
It's your
go!
Yume. It's your
Anime
Yume is
Expo,
what
no,
it is.
no Yume.
Yeah.
It was probably the most incredible experience of my life.
That's awesome. Yes.
It was LA is pretty much our end goal from now on after being there. Me and Garnt for sure want to go there, potentially work out of LA, because of course it's the closest spot besides Alaska to Japan. It's the closest spot with sunshine and 70-degree normal day average temperatures.
Yeah.
And it was just incredible being there, getting to meet everyone.
Yeah, we met a lot of people there who are probably going to be in
Ton.
some who are probably going to be in this podcast as well.
Some of them will probably maybe join us someday.
Yeah, someday.
You guys know who you are. Everyone who we met and just had so much fun hanging out with and everything.
Shout out to Anime Expo peeps. We haven't talked to you personally yet, but we probably will reach out to you sometime.
We'll reach out to you soon.
Or anybody
Yeah.
that's interacted with us in the past.
Yeah,
It would work.
if you want to interact with us, the Discord. Seriously, the Discord.
As long as you get the Discord, you are able to have a shot at
But the
interacting in
Discord,
this.
though,
Yes. It's all about Discord. You gotta get Discord.
it was so much fun.
Yeah,
That-
it was weird seeing so many like anime YouTubers in one place because that I think
Yeah, that was crazy.
I think it was the same time it was so much fun, and at the same time you got to meet so many creative people as well doing so many different things, because the YouTube space on the anime community YouTube space has changed so much dramatically since you've last been here, Gene.
Yeah, I know. It feels like that's another reason why it took a while for me to come back, because I'm like, oh my god, this is so much to take in.
I mean, like, for number one, Garnt's not number one anymore. Like, that's number one.
Yeah.
We met the man who is. We met Michael.
Yeah.
That was really fun. There was so many people there, and there were so many different people there.
Yeah.
All doing so many different things. And it was so interesting to kind of just even run ideas by people.
Exactly. Yeah, back when we were on YouTube, it was all about just everyone just did reviews, and that was the only thing you could do. And now I do feel like there's a lot more variety on YouTube. Even though we know if you want to get views, you do top 10 lists, data.
Or if you want to get something else, you do like, topical videos on just a weird abstract subject. Using some kind of like genre, like you do.
Speaking of topical videos, I don't know, have you kept up with the latest topical thing, Gene, which is now today, which is the new
Shout out to my boy, Porter Robinson.
Porter Robinson's Shelter.
Yes, I did hear about that. And that is the artist that he was a songwriter. He wrote the song, and he had somebody actually animate the video for him to make the music video.
Yeah, he had someone. Yeah. That someone was it's a studio
Yes.
called A1.
A1
famously
Pictures.
known.
You may have seen their Sword Art Online. Here comes the meme again.
Sword Art Online meme.
Yes.
That's our excuse to put Sword Art Online in the title and just reap the views.
Hey Reddit, how's it going? How's it going, our anime?
But actually, Porter Robinson actually went to A1, or he liked A1.
He went with A1 with Crunchyroll.
Because it was actually because he really enjoyed Anohana.
Hana, yep.
Yeah, Anohana. Which I can totally see, because seeing Shelter totally, like, that short film totally gave off fucking Anohana vibes with the fucking, here comes the fuel train at the end, might as well put that insert song in at the end.
Yeah, man. 10 years later version.
I actually, you know what? It's kind of, I feel like it's so funny that I brought up earlier that I felt like you could imagine me with the helmet from like Sword Art Online taking it off, because actually after seeing that video, I got like a different vibe from it. I got a different feel from it.
What'd you get?
Watching it, I kind of got the message that technology has kind of sheltered a lot of people from reality, and technology has caused really the earth to decay and for people to be lost, and people just kind of lose themselves
Shout out to Eminem.
in the internet world to kind of escape reality, using it as a shelter. And I actually felt like with the transitions that they used in some of the scenes, like when she was articulating I don't know what she was doing. She was articulating landscapes of nature, I'm guessing because it's not around anymore.
Terraforming, another anime.
Okay, but it kind of had like that Sword Art Online feel because of like how it was digitalizing, like coming together the images that she was creating.
Yes.
And I really enjoyed it, even though some people are kind of like weirded out that it was like an American artist. And
is it anime?
well, that's the thing.
Let's not get into this
Yeah.
today. Okay, or shall we get into this today? Because it's
know
like,
what?
I was pointing at the inevitable comments.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I would see it as anime because it was a Japanese animation company that made the music video. And I feel like it's great because it's someone that got their creative outlet out there, and it's somebody that enjoys anime and they wanted to use that as their creative imagery for their song, which I think is great because especially over here in the US now, all you see is like bitches twerking and like people all tatted up, and it's all about like dancing and clubbing and being super sweaty and like looking like Kim Kardashian.
This is music, not anime.
But he takes this music and he made a very
hashtag anime twerking.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, he is an EDM. He does make clubbing music. You realize?
Yeah, in 5 years, to be like, there's too much fucking twerking in anime now. Look what.
Shout out to Keijo, my
has
anime.
done.
Well, thank him.
It's every anime music video is just Keijo. Now.
It's seriously just every anime music video is just Keijo.
And we're just gonna point to Porter Robinson and just like this was the
Keijo,
beginning.
You
of the
did this, Porter. You did this.
Look what you did to our innocent anime art style. You've added twerking to it. How dare you? It's like he's the one that creates the twerkers, but it's like he didn't want that feel from the music, from this song at least, to show. Like
That's really different than I think any other interpretation I've ever heard, because a lot of other people, because the story is about a meteorite basically crashing into Earth and everybody dying.
Okay.
And the whole point of her being jettisoned was basically to preserve one human being, to prove mankind's existence at all. Very similar to a movie that was at the end of a series. Shout out to my boy.
Okay.
End of EOE. You know who you are.
Okay.
Hideaki Anno, Shin Godzilla. Go watch it, guys, if you haven't. Really good movie.
So I was close because I kind of went into it.
Not even, actually.
But no.
Not even close.
Well, I thought it. But then why would it show like scenes of her, like she was like drawing like nature type things, and it felt like she wasn't on Earth anymore.
Because she was in the vacuum of space. She was it's like the Matrix. She was unconscious for everything except for the destruction of mankind.
Yeah, but then like within herself, within her memory, she was on her
No, that was because she was linked up to nerve gear, basically. She was drawing stuff in her shelter.
Okay.
It's to shelter her from the memories of that, my species is dead, this kind of sucks, I'm sad.
I see. Okay, so I was way off.
Yeah, you were. But that's what made your interpretation so
Well, that was
different.
my first. That was like literally my first impression of it. Like,
no,
that's
I mean,
the
I think
idea
that
I got
if someone
from it.
didn't read the description, as maybe you didn't,
I didn't.
it'd be very interesting to see how they viewed it. Because, for instance, did you know her name was Rin? There it is, everybody. Her name was Rin.
No, I didn't know that. And I'm like, who's that man pushing her in the swing?
Yeah, that's her dad.
Oh, that's her dad. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it after the second time he popped up in the music video. But I really thought it was great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like, I think it's...
The behind the scenes is what I really liked. So, I mean, I think here's the important thing to realize about this kind of music video more than anything is I think that it's interesting that Crunchyroll had, worked with this as well. They were, I don't know if they were the producer, but at the very least they introduced, Mr. Robinson to A1 during previous AX. Another reason to go to AX if you get to make anime, kids. Yeah.
This is the dream, This is the dream that we all dream of, which is, hey, maybe if I get rich enough, I can pay an anime studio
make anime
to make my own anime.
I mean, if I have 25 grand, dude, I'm doing it. Like, are you kidding? Absolutely. I'm gonna take some just non-copyrighted music and I'll just make an AMV, man. I'll make like Endless Night. I'll make me. I'll do any of it, man. Let's do it.
Okay, well,
Yeah, but how do you feel about it?
I personally didn't really care that much. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people care about it immensely. I think it's kind of a flavor of the week thing. I'm not always been a fan of animated music videos such as Me, or anything like that, really. As a short film, it's a lot more impressive. I think it's pretty cool how it works. But I mean, I look at something like Koi no Katachi, which is, 62 pages, for instance, and I find that, more impactful to me personally. But I think that what makes this one cool is it's a really cool, interesting, harmony of the two mediums.
yeah.
But for me personally,
I
think it's kind of overhyped. It's a cool experience. I don't want a full anime series out of it. That's me personally again.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
No, but it was a nice little. I don't know.
It was
just nice to see something different, and it was just from
a dirty fucking American.
like an American song, and they took the Japanese element into it, and I think it's kind of cool because it kind of shows that he's inspired by it.
Yeah.
He's inspired by
A lot of American artists are now. I mean, he's our age basically. Like you're going to see this more and more where people are influenced by what we grew up with.
Yeah.
But it's great because that's the thing. We are like the generation, and we are growing up now, and it's becoming, I feel, more.
I think that the important thing to realize is that we are now the generation that is the ones producing things. And I think that we can all agree that in the coming years, we're going to see people like our peers, for instance, even potentially making things in this medium.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like it's evolved so much.
I mean, it's just like there's a difference between like how it was a few years ago, where everyone was like saw Avatar and was like, "Oh, they're just ripping off anime. What is this?
This is an anime."
and now it's those same people who are like, "I really want to make something about like anime," and we see this see this more and more often now that it's just like it's becoming less of a rarity and more just becoming a part of anime culture. And just the definition of what anime is slowly changing. Like, even when we started to get into the anime industry, like, the word otaku, right? Everyone knew that was a bad word, fucking otaku means like you're obsessed, we all know the Japanese definition of it.
Right.
But now it's being, especially here in America, the word otaku is definitely seen in more of a positive light, than it ever was when we got into the anime community. And
yeah, man, it's on my Tinder, 22, otaku, single, blonde hair, 6'2", stable job.
And I think we'll just see the shift in slowly, like, what anime is. Cause like, the industry isn't even exclusively Japanese anymore.
No, it isn't. It never has been. But we've always kind of thought it is because it's from the outside looking in.
Well, it started that way.
Yeah, it started that way for sure.
It did start that way. And then it just expanded, it's adapted, it's evolved, it's become something else. I mean, there's more people out there.
The global market, the global market is the biggest consumer of anime now. Yeah. It's not even in Japan. Like that is the biggest way they make money now, is foreign sales.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Japanese definitely, I think, inspired a lot of their art style into animation for Western companies, like trying to adapt it. And then this guy that just happens to love anime or have an interest of anime, just making it into a music video. Like, I believe, like, you listen to a song and you like a song and you're, like, daydreaming, like, creating a little image in your head about it.
Yeah.
He actually got to do it, and he did it animation style. That's something I would love to do.
And that's what I think is, that's one of the reasons I think this is getting a lot of as much attention as it is, I guess. So we have two stories. We have the story of Shelter, which is what we saw. That was the anime video. And then we have the story.
It's whatever.
Yeah. And then you have
the behind the scenes.
Then we have the story of Porter Robinson. Like this guy who just really fucking loves anime and just like, I want to make my own anime one day. And then he actually goes out and does it. And I think just seeing, like, if you see the behind the scenes, Porter Robinson is just a fucking weeb like us, he's just an anime fan who just loves anime and just like, just seeing him, like, totally geek out when he was, like, in A1 Pictures and just seeing, like, the whole process of, like, anime being made and just seeing his reaction was just like, yeah, that's exactly how I would be in that position. And I think seeing Shelter, a lot of fans actually it resonated with a lot of anime fans, not just because of what Shelter is, but because of what it represents as well.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty cool.
The story that it holds that I guess got wrong.
I think what I like about it isn't even it's just the idea of the possibility of it. You know, if we could get, you know, for instance, if you have $100,000, you can make an anime easy.
It's like he's the successful anime style version of Rebecca Black.
Kind of.
That's I got some money in my pocket.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! Fucking hell!
Holy shit!
Friday. Come on, guys. You don't remember Rebecca Black?
You are really dating yourself right now.
Do you remember this is the time skip? Okay, so
this
was known for a good 2 years.
We said this was a time
before the time.
We said this was a time. You're
not a time capsule. This isn't. We're not digging up old memes. Like, I'm not here to just be like bad advice dog.
I'm just saying it is like a version of Rebecca Black, but just a successful anime type style.
Time to dig out the old memes. Hey guys, I found this new Smosh video. Whoa. My favorite subtitles are the yellow ones. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm sorry.
And it's just Gene, just like, hey, look, I found this really, really funny cat picture. That's just.
So it's not how the internet works anymore. We are beyond this. We've evolved.
Yes. So many changes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm from the Stone Age right now, so.
Yeah, you didn't.
But I mean, I feel like it's like, I mean, you're back now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
So now that you're back, Gene, like, what have you had any recommendations of, like, basically what you need to fucking catch up on in these past 2 years that you've just been away?
I was thinking that maybe we could have a future topic where you guys would maybe tell me things that I should see.
Okay, yeah, that's a cool idea.
That basically was a good, like, a good foundation that kind of held the last 2 years. And maybe that's something we could talk about in another episode.
Easy.
But, I did recently, the first anime that I started watching again recently is Your Lie in April, which, when did that air?
A while ago.
Okay. So I was like, you know.
I think it started in 2014.
2014 fall. That was.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I remember hearing a little bit about it, probably somewhere in the grapevine, when I was like, you know, one day maybe like taking the dust off my computer just to see what's going on for like one day and disappearing again. And I was like, you know what? That looks like a nice anime I'd like to check out. I like the art style of it. I am now I just finished episode 8 of it. I'm about to watch episode 9 and I can't wait because I feel like this is the big climatic episode.
Yep.
For Your Lie in April.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel it, like the intensity with every episode that passes by. And I love it because, like, to me, it's kind of hitting home to me because when I was, like, gone off the internet world, I actually started learning guitar.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a bombshell.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I know.
Can you know guitar?
Can you play Wonderwall yet?
Yeah, dude, that's a big one. You gotta know Oasis.
No, I could play some Nirvana songs.
Oh wait, it's just the 4 chords and Smell Like Teen Spirit.
I kind of jam. I've been like practicing Jewel songs. Like I'm doing more acoustic stuff, but anyway, it kind of like hit home for me because like I feel like I recently found my inspiration to like play guitar and like make music, and this is kind of showing me someone who's like stuck in the rough of like playing music, and it was something that he loved doing, and this girl is like showing him the way to like come back, and it's just so cute, and it like inspires me even more to like want to play music.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's not only just that, but I like hearing the inner thoughts of Kosei, who is like, I think my new husband.
Well, it's really interesting that you bring that up, but I think we're going to avoid going into it anymore. Of course,
come on. He's totally my husband type.
I'm not going to let you talk about Your Lie in April anymore.
Fucking Meg.
Why?
Now that I think about it, when I watched it, I had no idea. But now that I think about it, yeah, fucking Megane, fucking Gene's all on this.
Yeah, he's just a total pushover.
I know, he's totally my type.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He's got the glasses. He's the quiet type introvert. Oh yeah.
It's basically a quiet guy with glasses who could totally be dominated by Gene. That's Gene's husbando types.
I'm tsundere behind closed doors. I'm so tsundere soon.
Like,
I just like to hide it.
These last 2 years for anime, I think in general, they've probably been some of the best ones that I remember as far as being an active anime fan.
yeah.
There's been a ton of cool stuff and a ton of stuff that I think will pretty much become classics. Yeah.
No, so I'm like definitely looking forward to it. Like I want to know what was like the big things that a lot of people talked about, because I want to like be able to know, because I want to be in this new interactive thing that we're starting, and I need to know a baseline of what's happened since I've disappeared.
Yeah.
So I really need to know. So I'm hoping we could do another discussion where we talk about the things that Gene should watch to try to get back into the loop, like what was popular, what was like most discussed.
Yeah.
And then maybe going from there, like make sure that none of you guys troll me and make me watch something that's like absolutely horrible.
I mean, we don't know if you're going to think it is or not, considering you also thought, we already know you have a track record of misunderstanding.
No, but regardless, I need to know, good or bad, what was like the things of the seasons that I've
we can tell you it's good, but you can't tell us.
There hasn't been another school days, Gene, so I'm very sorry. But
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to search around
we should.
see if I can find.
I think we should save this for a future episode, because this is.
I think this was kind of.
This was only meant to be.
This is the intro.
Yeah, this was meant to be an intro, and we weren't meant to talk about anime, but here we are talking about anime. So
we can save it.
We can save it
for another time.
We can save it for another time.
Yeah, because we want to like build time to get people to get Discord and to like join this thing, and then like you guys could join in with the chat. Just wait 10 minutes if you're going into Chrome, and then you'd be like, "Gee, you should see this," and verify account.
It's very key. But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with this. Yeah, where it kind of goes if we want to do this. But I just want to thank you guys, of course, for being here with me, and thank you guys for listening at home. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's wow.
Absolutely, it's amazing to be back. And so with me today, we got Gene from Anime Appraisal.
Bye, guys. Talk to you later. See you next time. Sayonara.
Garant from the
Oni-chan.
Anime Zone.
Stop, Gene. Stop. It's good. Yeah, I've already said it's good to be back, so I'll keep saying it, because it's good to see you guys again. It's good to talk to you guys again, because it's been way too fucking long.
It's been a really long time.
And I hope
it's been a long
here's
time
to a new beginning.
I hope you, the audience, enjoy the future and what we have to come, because we're just here to have fun. That's what we're here for, whatever. So that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm Holden from Holden Reviews, or whatever it is now. And I just want to tell you guys to hope you guys have a sweet dream, and know that this is for the podcast for anyone.
I forgot to say, see you guys next time. I've been Giguk, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, I say that.
And sayonara. See you later.
That's it, guys. Cheers. Kanpai. We did it. Congratulations.
Saying anime no Yume, now I can see it totally becoming a fucking meme. It's just like,
it's a tongue twister. Anime no Yume.
Dreaming of anime.
Bakuno Season 2 no Yume. Tits no Yume.
Dreaming, No, like whatever they want you to discuss, they're gonna be like, dreaming of what you want to discuss, we want you guys to discuss
no
about.
The only thing I'm dreaming of right now is more episodes no Yume.
Yes. Right. More episodes no Yume coming soon.
Anime no Yume technical difficulties, take 1.
Like,
we're the new generation who grew up on this kind of thing.
I don't know. I can't think of the word. What am I looking for? Can you
guys hear me?
It's easier for people to talk
Jean
about
hear
it, to
me?
Discuss it, because we're now older and able to express it more.
She's just talking through me.
Like, more
I don't think she can.
Gene, can you hear Garn?
The generation has grown on.
Okay, you gotta leave and come back.
Oh my god!
Just leave the Discord room and come back. Yeah, you were just. She was. Yeah, you were just. Okay. You were mowing over him.
Yeah,
you were like, "Fuck you." It was really rude.
I'm sorry. I still can't. Garn.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear him now?
Garn?
Can you hear me?
Garn. No.
Garn, I think that you're gonna have to leave and join.
Hello.
Garn, can you leave and join?
Okay, let me try that.
Yeah, Garn, leave and join. I'll hear you. All I see is your little circle turning green. There you go. Get out. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello?
It's something with Jean specifically, I think. Nah.
What? Why?
Because I can hear both of you, and you can't hear him, and he can hear you. It's just you with the air.
Great. So what happens?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure something out. This is me sitting here, guys. All the praise to Discord.
Try again. Should I just leave Discord and come back?
Sure, you can. I'll be right here. Not a big deal.
Okay.
She left as you came in.
Okay, so I've...
No, I can't hear you if you're talking. No, wait.
Okay, there we go.
I can hear you for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I told her to just restart.
Okay.
Discord specifically. I hope she doesn't restart a computer.
Oh my god.
Damn, okay, now I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, okay, so what do we do?
What happened was I was just trying to talk and I was like, Jean just won't stop talking. And I was just,
Damn.
I was like, what is wrong with this bitch? It's just like...
I was like, damn, this is the new Jean, the one who just hates Scarlet.
And it's just like, has Jean just like gotten Jimmy's genes or something? And it was just like, and now
I've transformed, yeah.
And now I just like, I can't fucking stop her talking. But no, I just that was pretty funny.
Well, Jeannie, Jimmy sound kind of familiar.
So,
I'm sorry.
We'll edit this, don't worry about it.
So I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to rudely interrupt you, Gart.
Yeah. We're going to save some more time here, and I'll just say...